figured it out, bro. We got the game. We got the city. 4-1, 4 life, creative entertainment. Come cross the
You
bridge,
chillin'
baby.
with the Colmenero Bros podcast show.
You already know, baby.
You chillin' with the Colmenero Bros podcast show.
That's what you like.
Worldwide exposure in 4K Ultra, still moving the culture. South and Texas La Rora. We cruise through interviews and breaking the forefront with Maestro the Jedi. How can they ignore us? Ever since back in the circle, we wanted the ball. We spitting ball after ball, important to y'all. Bringing healing to the city, ignoring the fall. Plus putting the city on our back, supporting the mob. Chilling with the Colmenero Bros podcast show.
That's what you like.
You chillin' with the Colmenero Bros podcast show.
That's what you like.
You chillin' with the Colmenero Bros podcast show.
That's what you like.
The Colmenero Bros podcast show.
That's what you like.
Hey, we on, baby. We back into the effect. Colmenero Bros podcast show. We coming in, kicking doors. Everything and anything is possible, man. We got 2 special guests in this building. Go ahead and shout yourself out, man.
Yo, man, Keith Corona.
Sir C.
Hey, and we got the Ghetto Scholar in the background.
That's
And
what's up.
You
On
sitting
the one,
here,
twos.
you sitting here with Maestro the Jedi, aka Maestro the Rico.
Maestro the Jedi.
You know, hey, man, we brought y'all boys in because, hey, you know what I'm saying? Y'all been in the game.
Yeah,
You know, for damn near as long as I've been in the game, but I didn't go as far as y'all were pushing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got good music, video uploads, man. I see your stuff, you know what I'm saying, that in Mexico, you know what I'm saying? Then I see you over here in the hood in the 04.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We bringing all the hoods together, you know what I'm saying? And we're bridging the gap. You know, that's what we talked about with the Colmenero Bros, what it meant, you know what I'm saying? But go ahead, man. What's up, Keith? Tell it.
What's up, man?
Hey, let the world know where you from,
I
baby.
mean, with all respect due, man, I don't think there's ever been a gap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's always been Southside 04,
Yeah.
45, 41,
Yeah.
44 to me with everywhere I go. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I put South Austin on the map everywhere I go, man. But shit, we here, man, you know what I'm saying? Just grinding, you know what I'm saying, on my little tour back over here in Austin for a couple of days, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah, coming from Mexico, right?
yeah, hell yeah, I come from Michoacan, you know what I'm saying? It says on my hat, you know what I'm saying? From down, pretty much spend most of the year down there, you know what I'm saying? And come over here, do a little bit of work and shit, and go back over there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Chill
Okay,
out.
that's what's up, man. Hey, what's up, Serge? Man, it's been a minute since I seen you. The last time I really was out there with you was out there at Rudamai. That's old school.
Yeah, that's back in the day,
You know
man.
what I'm saying?
Man, them root of my days I don't know if it's ever gonna be days like that, but we sure can make it happen again.
Yeah.
Everybody come together and make something shake. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hey, and that's true, man. And that's what I'm saying. Like he said, there ain't really ever been no gap, you know. But like I said, we coming in and we kicking those down. We're at the stock room out there and stuff. But let's get into the topic, man. First question: did we really land on the moon? No, I'm just nah, man. I'm just bullshit. Nah, like for real though. What you got going on nowadays, bro?
I mean, as far as music, as far as life, or what?
Music.
Music. I'm working on. I just got done working on the new album. You know what I'm saying? Recording it in Mexico. I added a couple of English tracks on this album. You know what I'm saying? A couple of the people that been waiting for me to drop some English shit, but I didn't give them exactly what probably everybody's been waiting for, like me to put out like a hit in English or some shit.
Yeah.
I gave them just like the real, like heartfelt shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I was telling you, man. Like you put me on with the perfect person, man. Like this dude makes pretty much exactly the kind of music I make. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just on a more hood level. You know what I'm saying? On his shit, but we do that heart to heart shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that heartfelt shit. So. Hell yeah, you teamed me up with the perfect person on this podcast.
Yeah, man, and I couldn't even, like I said, man, I hollered at Serge, and I know he had something going too, and it was just like bringing it together, and I was like, man, it'll be just a live little interview, just come in and be able to sit down with some real pioneers and integrators in the game. Cause y'all been doing it for damn near, I don't want to say ages, but it's been a long time.
Yeah, long time.
You know what I'm saying? Long
minute.
time. How long did it take you to jump off to get to where you at right now?
Man, it took me a minute because, you know what I'm saying, I was getting in trouble and stuff like that, so I was in and out of the system. So once I got my buzz and like that, I had to go in, boom, boom, fall off again, come back out, try to, I'm saying, jump back up and do it again. Then keep trying to move fast again, and boom again, then come back out. Like, so now I do it, but I really just do it for therapy and for like my fans, like, cause my fans, that's what really, you know what I'm saying,
That's
pushed
what
me
keeps
to
you
do
going,
it.
right?
Like, if it wasn't for my fans, I wouldn't even do music no more, really. You know what I'm saying? I'll be just with my family and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But
and I seen that one song that you had where you had your moms in there. You come home and it's like you getting home, and it's crazy you say that, because how is it that you feel like once you go into the system, how did the game change for you when you went in your first time to when you came out?
It's like, before then, I was on some one mind thing, like, oh, you ain't from my neighborhood, or you mess with them, no whatever. I ain't messing with you, like, you know what I'm saying? Because it was like politics and all that type of stuff. Because I come from back in the day, like when people was really on that. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like more easier, it's more lenient. Like, you see people hang. It's like people hang with this person, and then like when you're locked up, you start thinking about like, man, I did some dumb things, man. You call home and you hear your mama crying, you hear your nephews and nephews crying. You're like, when are you gonna come home? Woo, woo, woo. So you start thinking like, man, I was really doing some dumb stuff, So that's why I had changed. When I had got out this last time, I changed my rap name to Surge 2 Real instead of Surge C, because that's like my old. Everybody knows me by Surge C. Yeah. So I switched it to Surge 2 Real so I could just tell them the real, like what it really is, like.
That's what's up.
People be thinking, oh, this trapping stuff, this and that. Oh, I'm getting money, but they ain't telling you the bad part about it. You know what I'm saying?
You giving them the real,
what you really. It's not
tools.
like, because people be like, ooh, you're trying to glorify. It's not glorifying. It's letting y'all know this is what's gonna happen if y'all keep doing it. But if that's what route you want to take, then go ahead. But I'm gonna let you know that I'm gonna give you some game. Yeah, I'm saying this is what's gonna happen.
That's what's up.
And that's man, and it's crazy because we could jump to being in the system. Then we could talk about going into Mexico. Yeah. You coming in and you straight into some like Mexico is Mexico.
Well, yeah, like Serge said, man, like you got to give everybody another side of the other side of the card, man. You can't just show one side of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to talk about kilos. Everybody wants to talk about Chapo being their connect and shit. Like, man, you know what it's like where I'm at, man. Like, I don't talk about that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? I tell you the real deal of what real people down there going through. I'll show you the real I don't show you Cancun. I'm not showing you Cabo. I'm not showing you Acapulco. I'm showing you the real small town Mexico. You know what I'm saying? Like. Right. What it's like in impoverished neighborhoods and shit like that. The people that are fucking having the need to come over here, not just coming over here for the luxuries, but have the need to have to migrate over here. You know what I'm saying?
And that's a good thing that y'all are even touching those topics, because nowadays, like you saying, man, a lot of that stuff gets lost whenever it's lost in the sauce type stuff. You get caught up in this attraction of what's going on nowadays, that people get lost in it. And we grew up in a time that where it was like, hey, we some real innovators, we some real people who were in.
It's like, it's all a part about growing up. You got to go through that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you come from where we come from. It's everywhere. So you can't dodge it. If you outside, you going to go through it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You can't dodge it, you got to ram it.
You just got to have some OGs and somebody that's really going to give you the game too, though.
Go through it. You know what I'm saying? Then so once you start going through it and you start living it, you start learning from it. And some people, they learn quick. Some people, it takes them a long time. But eventually, you're going to learn. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
What you think about that, Ghetto Scholar? You over there concentrating on that ones and twos.
Learn so you don't get burned.
Man, I'm just appreciating, like I said, what I'm hearing from you guys, because I don't know too much about Mexico. I'm big on United States history and stuff like that. So when you talking about what's going on in Mexico, that just enlightening everybody that's here. You know, in Texas, everything that we got going on in Texas is different than what's going on in Mexico.
Well, I already kind of knew that. Like, I knew I had a following for people here. You know what I'm saying? I knew I had a big Mexican-American friendship and fan base here already. Like, people follow me that would be probably interested in seeing what it was like. You know what I'm saying? That ain't never really seen the real part of where their people might be from, or their grandparents or their great-grandparents might be from.
Giving
you know
them the
culture.
culture.
So I was like, okay, well, I know I got y'all already following me. I'm going to show this shit to y'all. You know what I'm saying? And I started showing little by little everything, even just in my stories or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Just real Mexican shit. Like, and I would just tell everybody, like, man, look, I know we have the common shit that we know that what it's like to be Mexican, but I'm going to show you just a little bit further of what it's really like. You know what I'm saying? Like, because there's the common thing to be what it's like to be from Austin, but there's really no one in Austin. You know what I'm saying? There's another difference, a big difference in it. But
So
yeah, man, I wanted to show that kind of shit to the world. You know what I'm saying?
So I want to ask a follow-up question. So is your fans different in Texas versus in Mexico?
Hell yeah. I got more fans down there.
Yeah.
I got way more fans down there. Yeah, here, because, okay, you got to think, bro. I kind of already knew this kind of shit, right? Here, everybody's a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Everybody raps about, caps about what they got, what they have, and all that shit. And down there, it's still in a pure form. You know what I'm saying? You can't really talk about that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? You're putting a target on yourself. B, you know what I'm saying? Do you really have that kind of shit in a third world country? You know what I'm saying? Like, we know what it's really like. You know what I'm saying? So, and then also, it's still like in its very young ages. They barely discovered rap. You know what I'm saying? Like, in Mexico, shit, you could tell them what they want. You can argue them down. To them, Ice Cube, Eazy-E, and fucking Snoop Dogg started rap, bro. You know what I'm saying? They barely discovered it. So, it's still very early in its form. It's still in a real pure form, dog. It hasn't been tarnished by the money yet. You know what I'm saying? So, I already knew, like, going down there and being from a small town, my small town hadn't seen this kind of shit. Hadn't seen a person filming videos and shit like that and doing concerts in town. You know what I'm saying? Like, we did a concert in town and fuck, I had my whole fucking town there, bro. Yeah. I couldn't believe it. You know what I'm saying? But also, I was like, shit, I'm in a small town. I'm forgetting there ain't nothing to do here. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no form of entertainment here. And everybody,
You know what I'm saying?
like, everybody's family here. There are a lot of people are my family members, like, you know what I'm saying? So I had a shitload of more people support me in Mexico than I did here. You know what I'm saying?
And I just want to ask, since you talking about support, you know, is it different? Like, when we know hip hop started, you know what I'm saying, in the 1970s and the 80s and stuff like that. So what do you think the time it is when Mexican hip hop started?
Shit, I have no idea because I wasn't in Mexico doing it back then. I have kind of an idea of, like, there's some groups maybe that they were talking about, like, in the early 90s,
Quinto
mid-90s.
Soul type
like
stuff.
Quinto Soul, a group called Colmenero Machete, you know what I'm saying? I'll be honest, I answered this on another podcast one time. Be honest, the first, like, Spanish rapper that I remember was a dude named El General. Was a dude from Panama. He was a dark skinned, he looked like a black dude. You know what I'm saying? But we saw him on the Spanish channel on Univision and shit like that, like on Sábado Gigante. Okay. He was like a rapper, kind of reggae kind of dude. But that's the first person I saw. You know what I'm saying? But in Mexico, I'm guessing somewhere like in the early '90s, bro. But I wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? I barely went back to Mexico like in the past 7-8 years.
Yeah, and so, what it is crazy because it's like once you get back to your roots, you really gotta. That's when you really see like the people that come together and try to like represent, like you said, Serge, like saying, hey, you know what, I got out. You know what I'm saying? And as soon as I got out, I had to relearn, but everyone knew me like this. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy that that's the way you have to kind of network yourself because everyone is talking about the same things. They're not trying to change some shit, you know?
Yeah. So since we talking about like the everybody rapping about the same, or they talking about what are some of y'all's favorite type of music or songs to make now? Since you done got older now, like what kind of music or song do you like to, what kind of, you know what I'm saying, what kind of vibe?
I like, man, I listen to all kind of music. Like, as long as I can feel it and I know it's real, I'm going to listen to it.
Yeah.
But if it's like, I don't know, I just got to feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if they're like talented, like lyrical, I like lyrical rappers too, but I like more heartfelt because that's just my opinion.
So like when you get in the booth, you rather make like a more heartfelt song.
Yeah, because that's just who I am. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like I respect everybody, lyrical, club music, trapping music. But me, I just do what kind of music I do. Right. You know what I'm saying? And for my fans.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah, you really got to keep it about that, man. It's like bringing, like you said, Corona.
Everybody got different fans, you know what I'm saying?
And they want different things from you.
And then you switch it up, your fans are going to be like, man.
There's an audience for everything, bro. There's an audience for everything. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so since we talking about switching it up, and we're going to bounce back to that, though, I just thought about this. Like, what do you think about Andre 3000 switching it up, and his new album is Just With a Flute? Have you listened to it?
Nah, I ain't listened to it.
I listened to it, but that's just him. Like, you can't take nothing from him.
Yeah.
Unless he's just doing it just to get his name out there again. Like,
but you got to understand, like, people, like, you know what I'm saying, they're trying to figure out how to, it's just like the older school, you know what I'm saying? Like, your Snoop followers ain't gonna have the followers from today's generation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's just
Talk about
it's coming of age, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to a point I didn't want to rap in English no more.
Yeah.
I feel like, I mean, I know a bunch of my fans here in Texas probably were like, "Damn, bro, like you just don't even rap in English no more." You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck?
It's like
they
you
don't
you don't even
understand it.
speak English no more.
But it's like it got to a point to where even I was like, bro, I done wrote so many songs by this point that I got a bunch of unreleased shit that I got. You know what I'm saying? I done consumed so much rap that every time I sat down and I tried to write, I feel like it had already been said. You know what I'm saying? And when I started trying to go again and play with it in Spanish, I was like, oh shit. It felt like fun again, like trying to piece together the language. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, this shit feels fresh. It feels new. You know what I'm saying? So I started fucking with it like that too. So I mean, everybody got their freedom to do what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? As long as you can find the audience for it. You know what I'm saying?
you
like
gotta find
we're
out.
foolish to be like, okay, well, if you're the dude who's the Outkast fan, you know what I'm saying? And you still want to go listen to fucking some Dre right now. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be the same no more. You know what I'm saying? But it's all with coming of age, man. Everybody changes it. I mean, every artist is free to do what they want to do. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what's up, man. Because music is the freedom of speech. You can say whatever you want. You know what I'm saying?
I go and I like it. Okay, like to what y'all were asking. Y'all asked Serge earlier.
Yeah.
Like I go into the booth. Sometimes I want to go against the grain on some shit. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like there's times I'm like, nah, fuck that. Everybody feels like this. Well, fuck that. Well, we need to say this side of the card. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'll put some shit out there. Like I got a song on these. I got these 2 songs on this new album coming up called Chicano vs. Mexicano. Part 1 and 2, you know what I'm saying? On 1, I'm giving you the aspect of what it's like to be first generation Mexican, born here, you know what I'm saying, to be around Mexican Americans that are like, oh, bitch, you're a wetback, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Be like, what the fuck? I thought we were on the same shit, you know what I'm saying? But then on part 2, I'm telling you what it's like to go to Mexico, and then Mexico be like, oh, motherfucker, you ain't Mexican, you're a fucking Chicano, you know what I'm saying?
They're
Be
like, hey, you had something.
yeah, and be
you
like,
know.
what motherfucker, like? So I'm giving you
Somos
both
la
aspects
misma.
of the
It's a both
I'm
aspects
giving
of
you
the
both
card.
aspects of the car because I've lived it. You know what I'm saying? I've gone over there and I'm knowing what it's like
Yeah,
for them to
letting them
reject
know
me
your
and be like,
experience.
yeah, and be like, say, man, like, what the fuck, like, you ain't Mexican, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't from over here and shit.
But
like
then,
that,
like,
you know what I'm
people
saying?
listen to it. There's some people that been through that too before. Like,
Yeah,
but you
yeah.
don't know them, but they might listen to you and be like, "Man, who is this? Like, I've been through the same thing he been through."
Yeah, man.
Like,
That's
man,
why.
hold
That's
on,
why
like,
the Sueño Americano on TikTok caught. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a song called Sueño Americano that on TikTok already hit probably over 1 million reproductions on it. I got 3,000 fan made videos of people just filming themselves at work. You know what I'm saying? Because I was speaking every immigrant's truth on there. I did an out of body experience on that song. I didn't talk about me. You know what I'm saying? I talked about my dad and my mom's struggles and shit, you know what I'm saying, to come here. But it spoke for so many, you know what I'm saying? Like I did it in a wide range where I spoke for so many and everybody fucking caught on to that shit, bro. And they stayed on TikTok, it would just sit, me and my wife sat there watching the fucking notifications on the first day just go up, literally in real time. I wouldn't even refresh
But
it.
and it's like you said too, it's like people ain't seen nothing like that.
You know what I'm
Going
saying?
down into a small town like Mexico, like my family from Laredo, Tamaulipas, right? We're border town. We see both sides, right? Yeah. But when you go into those real neighborhoods that they ain't seen nobody, like if Serge were to go down there and be like, man, you know what? Boom. Hit him with what he got. They finna be like, man, bro, where you been at too? You know what I'm saying? Down here in that aspect. You know what I'm saying? But you've been doing it too. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people don't understand like how it is to be from the States and then try to go gain your fan base to Mexico, because it's like,
yeah, I mean, it was kind of risky on my part, you know what I'm saying? But I just felt it, bro. I was like, fuck, for some reason, I knew I would get some love. I knew I was already advanced with the rap. I could rap my ass off in English already, you know what I'm saying? I was like, I got a whole brand new language to play with. And fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think they've ever heard the sounds that I'm going to be making, you know what I'm saying? Like, you hear a lot of shit that, like, sounds like the shit that they make out of Cali, you know what I'm saying, and shit like that. I was like, ain't nobody going to be doing the shit that I'm going to be doing, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of felt, like I said, bro, I just knew I had a whole nother experience. My fucking life is like a movie, bro. I was born here, and I was born here in the United States, and I crossed the border illegally with my parents, you know what I'm saying, to come back here.
Yeah.
Like my life was already a movie since a kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we had a rap group since 17 years old, bro. We used to all go hard on tapes. They used to have everybody from Southridge come to my hood. Lil D from the Criminals, Juan
Yeah.
from the Criminals,
The Juan.
JK from Set for Life, Will Hustle, Doc Holliday from Set for Life. We used to all freestyle in my room, bro.
Man, that's hey, Set for
Yeah, we
Life,
used-
man. You had like Cool Whip, Trompilla back in the Gap, you
Yeah.
know.
Hell yeah.
And it's crazy, you
from
know
all
what I'm
that era,
saying?
man, you know what I'm saying?
Basswood
Been
Lane,
grinding. Mac Man,
Mac Man,
I was around.
Mammy.
I was around when Man was
Yeah,
going, when
Mammy.
STS was going, when Southbound, when they weren't even the League of
Southbound,
Extraordinary
yeah,
G's yet.
yeah.
They were just the twin white boys were going to
Then you had-
Trampia's house.
Then you
to
had old
record,
boy,
you know
what's
what
his
I'm saying?
name from the 4-5? Oh man, Dominican J. Dominican
He's
J.
from Mofo.
Yeah,
He's from
yeah,
Murder Side.
yeah, from
Yeah.
Murder
With
Side,
these
from
boys.
Murder Side. Yeah,
Yeah.
he
The
got
homie
there.
right
That's
there.
my bad, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like it takes me back to those kind of places because that's how I seen Serge. That's how I know Serge is not only that because I know his family too. You know what I'm saying? And I know that the first time we came across each other was at Rudamai. But what's crazy is like he was saying it was like real because it was like Bloods, Crips, and then all of a sudden. You at Rudamai with these white people, they like, who the fuck let
Yeah.
y'all in our backyard?
Yeah, it's like a group over here and a group over there, and they're like looking like, what the hell's about to go on?
Yeah, they didn't understand that, bro. But I know where the rap game came from when it comes to we're talking about Austin type stuff.
What's
you know?
crazy is I was absent in the Rudamaya and back room days, dog.
Yeah,
I wish somebody would document that kind of shit because I've heard a bunch of shit about ATX hip hop.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's-
Victory
it's
Grill.
okay.
They
Yeah.
used to
That's
have
when a lot of
Victory
shit
Grill
was coming
too.
up
Yeah, a
around
lot of
that
people was
time. You know what I'm
there.
saying? I was absent at that time. You know what I'm saying?
and that's what I'm saying. Like, cause I remember the first time I actually hopped on. I was out there at there was this bookstore, La Resistencia, and there was an old school cat that put us on, and we were up and down South Congress. And then that's how I got plugged into Rudamai, you know what I'm saying? And then that's how I got shows over there with PIE to get them in there. And it was like because of those kind of connects, because of those activists. He was an old school activist, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's crazy how the music has evolved, you know. And my boy been in the game. He been doing music too, man. He be on the beats and everything. So it's like a learning experience, but it's also kind of like figuring out what are the times now,
Yeah.
you know.
And it's really a network too in your drive. You know what I'm saying? Because you know you got to
That's all it's
constantly
man.
push
You got to
yourself.
network with people.
Yeah.
Like that's what I had to learn how to do because back then I didn't know how to do that. I was like just straight off the streets trying to rap, and I was like I didn't know about none of that. So
Yeah.
You
people
just
had
wanted to
like-
rap.
Yeah,
You just want to get your story out
yeah,
there.
yeah. So I had to learn that. Like
I was lucky in that aspect, man. Like I think I just radiated so much energy when we were in high school that I just had people like attracted that just came to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I crossed paths with Will Hustle early on when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Will took me all over the city and showed me all kinds of shit without me even asking. You know what I'm saying? Him and JK used to take me to all the studios and all kinds of shit like that. I came across people like Lil J. You know what I'm saying? Lil J helped me out like a motherfucker without me even asking. You know what I'm saying? He just heard the quality of music we were doing. You know what I'm saying? He was like, bro, you need to be heard. You know what I'm saying? Lil J's always been really instrumental with a lot of people like that. You know what I'm saying?
What's
So
up?
I was just blessed to have a lot of people come across my path. You know what I'm saying? To help
Shout
me out
out
like a
them
motherfucker.
cats,
doing
man.
that shit.
Shout out them cats.
And you know, and that's what I'm saying. It's like the crossing those paths, man. It like I ain't even got on the track with either one of y'all, but I guarantee you, we get on some shit, man. We'll break
Ram
some mics,
been
bro.
ready to sign up. He like, yeah.
He wants to make a comeback. I can feel it. I can feel
That's
it.
that
I can
comeback,
feel it every
you know what I'm
episode. He
saying?
wants
Yeah.
to get more and more fired up.
Hey, but it's true because I've been knowing Corona from like when we were what
Sixth
at
grade.
Porter,
Sixth grade,
right?
Porter.
Hey,
I know
hey,
Texas is Porter. This is a Porter reunion in this motherfucker right here.
So y'all all went to Porter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Porter.
What was
Yeah.
Porter? What was Porter? Y'all
Porter
Hampton?
Middle School.
Porter
man.
Middle
Middle
School.
school no
Man.
longer is.
They had
That was like-
No,
it was like going
like-
to prison.
Yeah, they threw all the hoods right there.
through all the hoods.
Hey,
there,
Hey,
man.
hey,
You know
hey,
what I'm saying?
when I say that is because
Montopolis,
Yeah.
South Ridge, Murderside. I was all the 0441, 45 went there. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody. Oh, okay.
I
So
had
everybody.
barbed wire around that motherfucker.
bro, they had it was like you were walking into a real jail, but it was
So
school.
when the tardy bell rang in the morning, all the gates locked
Yeah,
automatically.
yeah.
Only the staff
Oh,
had
yeah, that's
keys
a
to
prison.
them.
That's a prison.
And
Joe Clark.
until the end of the day,
Put the
you know what I'm
chains on
saying?
the
They
door.
wouldn't open. You know what I'm saying? So you couldn't just skip school that easily. You just had to run across the football field. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, or wait till lunch to play football and then go hop a fence or something, or go out through the
Man,
side
we
gate.
still figured out ways to get to the man. That's what I wanted to go down memory lane with Serge over that kind of shit. I remember days of seeing this boy at the tree and shit.
Yeah, at the tree. Everybody at the tree and shit. Back in
Smoking
the day.
at the tree. The fights at the tree.
Yeah, meet me at the tree, at the willow tree in the back of the school.
Willow tree.
Oh, what's up? Step in my square. That was the best. Remember, step in my square.
They get called the Chauncey. We were talking about the other day, like, you know how many fights outside after being called the Chauncey?
Yeah, bro. And what's crazy is it's like, man, ain't nothing like them days, man. And it's crazy that our paths are still colliding. You know what I'm saying? It's God sent. You know, right? Ghetto Scholar, my boy over there, he like, man, he listening to the flavor, bro, and he's
Man,
like,
you already know it's God sent. Everything y'all talking about is God sent.
Facts.
But yeah, I just wanted to ask you, you know, as far as like what inspired you to actually get into hip hop?
My brother, okay, so I was born in Houston, right? But my parents got a job opportunity here in Austin. They used to work for Fur's Cafeteria, you know what I'm saying? And we moved to 405 because there used to be a Fur's right there on 35 in Ben White. So we moved like maybe a block away on St. Elmo and Congress.
Yeah.
So I moved to 405, and then it was weird because we were in a poor neighborhood. We were like a middle class neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? But the only people they let go outside were the black kids and us. Like my parents used to be my parents were still the Mexican parents that like, they come home, my mom be like, get the fuck out of the house, you know what I'm saying? While I clean, you know what I'm saying? After work, you know what I'm saying? I clean up and then come back inside once it starts getting dark, you know what I'm saying? But they wouldn't, in our apartment complex, they wouldn't let nobody come outside except the black kids. Wow. So, but we spoke nothing but Spanish at that time, you know what I'm saying? Like we were born here, but we still spoke Spanish because that's how our parents talked to us. So the black kids would fuck with us. They didn't care. You know what I'm saying? Like the Mexican kids we try to hang around. They'd be like, oh, y'all are wetbacks. Y'all speak Spanish. I'd be like, what the fuck?
So that's your first language?
That's my first language. Yeah. But the black kids didn't give a fuck. So the black kids used to fuck with us a lot, and they started teaching my brother hip hop. You know what I'm saying? They were my brother's friends, and I just always would be behind them. You know what I'm saying? Trying to chase after them. Started teaching them hip hop, you know what I'm saying? Of course, early on, like MTV shit, you know what I'm saying? That first Crisscross, MC Hammer, shit like that. And then we started discovering like NWA, Eazy-E, Dr. Dre, Snoop, you know what I'm saying? And that's what
the list goes on.
Little by little, that's what I started getting into, you know what I'm saying?
Straight up.
Hey, well, how about you, sir? How'd you start rapping, bro?
My older cousin Mike Castro, he's an R&B, he's an R&B singer, but he's hip hop too. He does hip hop, and he was signed to a label, Big Baby Records, back in the day. I don't know if y'all remember them. They had, like,
Big Baby Records,
Buzzy, Vietnam, and all them. Like it was like a couple of them. They Eddie Sweetfinger, I think his name was a producer making the beats and all. But I used to always be around him. I used to always want to go around him and be like him. Like I want to, you know what I'm saying?
Trying to soak it all up.
So whenever like they'll have a studio, he'll be like with everybody in the hood or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They'll be rapping or whatever. I'll go get on the mic and rap. Ooh, man, you got some. Like,
what's crazy is, man, is like the music brings people together.
Yeah.
You know, I had just hopped in his Uber, and this dude was like, he from the Caribbeans and shit. And he was talking about, he was jamming. I was like, oh shit, what you jam to? And I told him about Ziggy Marley, you know, all this other stuff that I like. And he was just like, man, what they don't know, they don't understand island music. And he sees island music as different. And I guarantee you, the way everything is, people see things differently. Like rap to the United States is being seen different. Rap in Mexico is being seen different. Yeah. You know,
I'm gonna give you a good example of that.
Go ahead.
So here in Texas, every Mexican American, when they try to cater or target their audience, they're gonna go and get like a Mexican sample. They'll go get they'll search Mexican music and try to get a Mexican sample to try to cater to that crowd, right?
Yeah, pull the sound.
You go to Mexico, they're not even doing that shit. They're trying to sound like over here.
Oh yeah,
they're trying to sample Tupac. They're sampling Tupac.
Like music is a universal language, bro. So it's gonna bounce over the whole globe. You know what I'm saying? Like you can catch a vibe on anything, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If you really sit down and like appreciate it, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of people that come up with some creative stuff, bro. Do y'all see people on the streets like just either rap? Remember that girl that you gave the chain to out there rapping?
Oh
in
yeah,
Vegas, bro.
Yeah.
Like, bro, like it's hustlers. Everybody hustling.
Yeah,
with
people.
this music.
You communicate through music. A lot of people like you could be the best friend through music just because y'all listen to the same thing.
Straight up.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like like me, whatever I feel like that, whatever day I feel like, that's what music I'm gonna listen to. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Gotta catch that vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I love music, man, and that's how me and my boy, man, just talking about that Black and Brown collabo, man, it's like that's how I met him. You know, we were chilling and shit, and then I started seeing the music he was jamming to. And I started bringing him to my side of the culture, like, hey, check this out. This is this person. This is that person. And then it was like, boom, Gorilla Mob back then, Zero versus the World type stuff, Tupac, Biggie, NWA, motherfucking, you could keep, the list keeps going, right? And what's crazy is it's like, it's all these innovators, but we still innovators in our own city. You know, we're still innovating. And you took it across back to the...
and still rep the shit out of Austin and everything I've done. And motherfuckers in Austin be acting like I ain't even the ATX hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit's funny. You know what I'm saying? Because like if you pay attention to like the vlogs or to any of like the radio shit or whatever from here in Austin, they pretend I ain't even Austin. You know what I'm saying? In every single one of my videos, I'm repping. I got a 78745 shirt on or something from Austin. You know what I'm saying? Like a Austin FC jersey on, and I'm in Mexico. You know what I'm saying? In the middle of Mexico doing this shit.
That's why we got to get Austin people to support our own, man. We have
it's all good. It's all good. You know, I ain't tripping, man. Like I said, I find a good audience down there, man, of people to fuck with me. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So
it's really it's got to be the older ones like us.
Yeah.
Connect with the younger ones. You know what I'm saying? Because that's really the gap right there. Because they feel like we don't support them as much. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them, like when I talk to them, they feel like we don't mess with their music or whatever because they talk about what they talk about or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They want to shoot up shit and, you know what I'm saying, shit like that, stepping in like that. But that's them, you know what I'm saying? That's how they grew up in this generation. We grew up different, so, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you gotta feel like where they come from, too. You got to listen to what they talking about.
Let me ask you this
because
question.
back in the day, everybody didn't walk around with guns and stuff like that. Like, but you had to learn how to fight. If you're going to shoot somebody, it had to be
the ones and
for
twos.
real, over something. Now, but now they have to, because everybody got guns, so them youngsters have to have guns and stuff like these days. You know
so like, what if one day y'all watching the Source Awards, some awards, and they're like, greatest rapper of all time, Young Nas X.
I already know it's some industry shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That shit ain't got nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, the way I look at it, bro, is I don't pay attention to that shit. Look,
Pink Starburst.
The rappers I inspired me, I didn't hear them on the radio. I didn't see them on the videos. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got inspired by underground rap.
Yeah.
I didn't hear Master P when he was on the radio.
Yeah.
I heard Master P when he was in the streets. I heard Screw when he was in the streets. I didn't hear. I heard the Dayton Family when they were in the streets.
Oh,
you know what I'm
Dayton
saying?
Family.
I heard UGK in the streets. I didn't hear them on the radio, bro. I didn't see them on TV.
Yeah.
They weren't even in magazines. 3 6 Mafia wasn't even in magazines.
Yeah. Bone
That's
Thugs.
the shit that inspired me. You know what I'm
Triple
saying?
C. What's his name? Skinny Pimp. Skinny Pimp.
So if that's what
Crunchy
they say,
Black.
to me, that's some industry shit. You know what I'm saying? And I don't pay attention to that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
underground is the way to go, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure with the music that you make, it's underground as well. But it's rising to the mainstream.
It's like different
because people are loving that type of beat right now. You know, it keeps like, especially like in the clubs.
There's an audience for everything, bro.
Especially
I work
if you're
ACL.
signed to a label, you got to go through certain things, or you know what I'm saying. They're gonna try to sue you or whatever.
I do production work at ACL, and I've seen acts come through there, rap acts that are on stage, and they got a big ass crowd of people yelling for them, and nobody on stage has ever heard of them. You know what I'm saying? None of us have ever heard of this dude. We're like, who the hell is this dude? He's got a bunch of fucking people fucking yelling for him here in Austin. We ain't never even heard of this dude. You know what I'm saying? Never heard none of his songs or nothing, but that's just the way it be, man.
Yeah,
you know
and that's what it is too. If you really look at it, like you said, what you heard in the streets and what it was, those great tapes that were coming out back then, Swisher House, Mike Jones, like all that type of stuff.
Man. I got that tatted on me. I mean, I'm a screwhead. You know what I'm saying? I grew up on that.
For real.
Everybody should have
to the legend,
real, man. For real.
And that's crazy and that's what I'm saying. It's those type of people. And I'm sure my boy Ghetto Scholar would agree. It's like those are the innovators that people really do remember how they started. You know, instead of somebody just coming up like just being thrown in it and they had all these connections stuff. It's like really the struggle from the ground up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's tough getting started. You know what I'm saying? But once you get in on the road, all you got to do is make the music for the love of it. Like if you love what you do, it don't matter what they want. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? It's like just put out what you want, and if
That's
they
why they
receive
got
it, they'll receive it.
different
If
kind
not,
of music.
I
There's
think
different
everybody, I think
rappers,
every
like,
rapper,
you know
I
what I'm
think
saying?
every artist struggles with what the hell they're gonna be or who the hell they're gonna be at first.
You gotta
know
do
what
it
I'm
from
saying?
your heart. You gotta
And
do
I
it from
think you
your
get to a
heart.
point. I
You know
think
what
we
I'm
all
saying?
get to that one point. Everybody reaches the point at a different point, but I think everybody gets to the point where they're like, "This is the kind of shit that people want to hear from me, and this is the kind of shit I want to do." You know what I'm saying? You find a good mixture
balance,
of it,
yeah.
and you're like, "Yeah, this is what I want to do," and you get comfortable and you find your stride. You know what I'm saying?
That's
You'll
what's
start
up.
rolling with that shit, and that's when you'll start. So I
Yeah,
saw
go ahead.
Surge at one point. You just kind of like throw something out
Yeah.
every now and then you hit a point where you just
Yeah.
stayed constant. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, yeah, Surge is coming up, man.
Yeah.
That's that shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
That's
So
what's
It's
that-
like
that-
if you start bouncing around, you're not gonna find a spot to take off at. You're gonna be like,
Yeah.
Kinda
you
need to
gotta
stay in the
This is
pocket.
what I'm gonna do. Like whatever comes with it, I'm built for it, so I'm gonna go with it. You know what I'm saying?
Surge
Keep
does
your-
got that real ass music for
gotta-
y'all too, man.
'Cause
You know
it's
what
all
I'm
about
saying?
your
Straight
fans. You
up.
know what I'm saying? It ain't about them. Why you worried about a motherfucker that like don't want to hear your music? Why you even worried about them? Worried about your fans? Your fans want to hear your music. Like
Right.
he's irrelevant.
Hell yeah, this
You know what I'm
this
saying?
what me and Serge are here to preach, man. Quit fucking trying to impress other fucking rappers. You know what I'm saying? Straight the fuck up. Quit that shit, man. Like every rapper comes into this shit trying to be accepted by their peers and shit, man. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? To a certain extent. But you got to get to an extent where you start talking to the people, man. You know what I'm saying? Do you want fans or do you just want people that are just going to compliment you at the moment? You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like, I want people to repeat my shit. I want my shit to have repeat value. I don't want to just go hard for a 16. You know what I'm saying? I want you to be able to feel my shit and be able to repeat that shit in times when you're low. You know what I'm
somebody
saying?
to be able to listen to your shit from 20 years from now. You
Yeah,
want to
and the
put
low,
it
you
on
going
down.
through a low time,
You know
man.
what
You
I'm
throw on some Surge, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And because that shit ain't just gonna go. You ain't just gonna go through it once. My partner JK told me one time when I was going through these, like, we need to learn how to deal with these feelings, man, because this ain't the last time you're gonna go through that shit. You know what I'm saying?
What about the difference between the bag versus the content? You know, because that's kind of what I'm hearing these days. Like, I'd rather get the bag versus bring some real content. Like, how do you
The
make
bag
that?
gonna
How do you
come
make that?
regardless. It's like
ways-
once you stay on your on what you doing, somebody gonna pick you up. You know what I'm saying? Unless you sign to somebody, then you got to go by what they say. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't
So
know.
how would you make you feel if you already on a certain topic level and then you got somebody that's paying your checks telling you, "Oh, I need you to rap like this." How would that make you feel about that?
I made that decision, so I'm gonna have to go with it. You know what I'm saying? Unless I want to go to court, unless I got,
he like, man, if we sign the
Unless-
paperwork,
unless
you
I got
know,
enough money and I buy my contract out, then you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But if it ain't like that, then I made that decision, so I got to deal with it.
Cause that's kind of what Meek
'Cause that-
Mills and Rick Ross was talking about. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They making the bag. It don't matter what the content is.
Yeah.
But they got this other Christian rapper talking about this and that. You know, he talking about why y'all talking about this at 47 years old.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where you already been there, and done that.
Everything.
I think it's similar to like being a doctor, bro. There's people that go into being a doctor just for the money, for the lifestyle it could provide for them. You know what I'm saying? And there's people that go and being a doctor because they really want to help people. You know what I'm saying? They really want to find new medical ways to be able to cure people. You know what I'm saying? And shit like that. I think that's kind of the similar way. You know what I'm saying? Some of us go into being an artist and just trying to help our pocket, help ourselves, help our families, you know what I'm saying? Help the ones around us, provide jobs for the people around us. I get that. You know what I'm saying? I respect that. Then there's some of us that kind of want to make a bigger stance. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want my, like I said, the song that I got on TikTok, it was cool that it blew up. It didn't blow up to the point where it made me rich. You know what I'm saying? But fuck, bro, I landed an anthem for my
And
people.
what,
You know what I'm saying?
what
To
song
me,
was that?
shit
Tell
meant-
them the song, bro.
El Sueño Americano, Keith Corona on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Spotify, El Sueño Americano. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit like that is just priceless to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to touch people's hearts, you want to touch people through your music, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit kind of means a little bit more to me than just getting some money, you know what I'm saying? So I think if anybody wants to work with me, they got to understand already the stance that I'm trying to take, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to do a little something different, you know what I'm saying? I've been doing this shit for free for all my life, so what the fuck? What's the difference? You know what I'm saying? I'll make music
So
regardless.
you coming to the table already with what you already got planned.
Kinda, yeah. Unless you got a lucrative deal for me to be able to write some music that ain't me personally adapting my actual life to it, you know what I'm saying? If you're trying to pay me for my pen, let's do it, you know what I'm saying? But if you want me to represent that,
Yeah.
I don't know. We got to talk. That's
You gotta
another
talk real
conversation,
business
you know what I'm
type
saying?
shit.
That's real business.
That's when you go into.
Making you just
That's
go
when
against
you
yourself,
see. That's when you
your
see.
integrity.
Yeah,
That's
that's
when
got.
you
That's
see.
when it's got to be worth it. You know what I'm saying?
what I'm
And
saying?
even still, then it's
like-
not to like
I ain't trying to sell my soul.
yeah, like people say. I ain't.
You want to
putting
be
the dress
famous?
on.
You want to be Hollywood?
You want to be famous?
You want to be Hollywood? Step into my office real quick,
Yeah.
bro. We talk about that weird
I'm
shit.
good, man. I'll see y'all in South Austin at Dan's, man. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Y'all holler at me at Dan's Hamburgers, man.
Man, but that's what's up, man. And what it is like, when you think about it and you're talking about all this stuff, it is about when you find yourself, you find your niche, and then it's like you run with that and you try to keep it consistent. You know, if you can't keep it consistent, a lot of people will just look at it like, hey, you know what? It has to be consistent because then they're not going to know who you are because you just stopped doing it. You know, you have to somehow.
Yeah, you got to stay consistent, bro.
You had to, or else you gonna
And then
be.
we got all these platforms too right now that we can push on. Like you was talking about, TikTok went off, right, man? I encourage any artist, bro, utilize TikTok to the fullest.
Yeah,
You know
it's
what I'm
not
saying?
it's not your kids dancing on there no more, man. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? Like I
it's-
know that's what everybody thought it was at first.
That's what I thought it was when I
It's
first got
not.
out.
Me too, me
I was like, man, go get the
Me too.
TikTok.
like,
I'm
man, that's
what?
another dance out here.
Yeah, just some dancing,
I was
shit,
like,
some
nah,
kids
like, little
dancing.
kid,
That's
I
all
was
I thought you were
like,
gonna
nah,
see
yeah.
on there.
I was
You know what I'm
like,
saying?
nah, hell
But
nah. Then I seen, I was like, oh hell yeah.
Yeah, that's the number one way right now, man, is actually just create some content, something short. You know what I'm saying? You can break your whole album down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just off a little GP real quick. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So-
yeah, man. Like I said, I landed me a little good one, man. I got about 3,000 fan made videos out there. Everybody
what's
just
up.
filming themselves at work and shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Tagging my song on there.
Yeah.
Because of the shit that I'm saying. I'm on there. I got Trump on there at the beginning talking, shooting at Mexicans. You know what I'm saying? Saying that we'll
I
bring
seen
bad
that.
people over here.
You got
Ooh.
Trump
And then
on
so my rebuttal, I'm giving the rebuttal like, oh, y'all said we only come over here to steal work. Well, motherfucker, this is what we come to do. And in the video, I'm following like 8 to 10 different people. Four
Push the
people,
buttons,
four
push the
people here in the
buttons.
United States, 4 people in Mexico,
Huh.
and I'm following them to work. You know what I'm saying? I'm following a dude doing tree service, a dude doing like paint work on the inside. You know what I'm saying? Tape and float and shit. I'm following somebody who works at a tortilleria. You know what I'm saying? I'm following somebody who goes to the hills to get firewood and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm showing them the lifestyle of all these Mexicans and shit. You know what I'm saying? And people caught on to that shit, bro. So people started putting the song and filming themselves at work, whatever work they come here to do. You know what I'm saying? Women, men, kids. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody, cause like that.
I
shit
mean,
tripped
and
me
it's
out.
crazy too because we've seen the same side of the aspect. Because I know Serge, man, I know your family too. You know what I'm saying? Calderones and everybody. You know what I'm saying? Payday and all them boys. But they would tell me about you. So it's crazy how we like cross paths in that aspect. You know, because they'd be like, man, my little cousin raps. Da, 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 da. And that's when I was in the PIE days because it was really like if people don't know. You know what I'm saying? I was on Dirty World album too. You know, I was on Prairie Town, Texas. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know that.
I know.
You know what I mean? But I was doing it, you know, and then when they told me about Serge and I heard his music, man, you could tell just everything that he was saying is the truth. And a lot of people can't do that with the music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Especially somebody coming out on lock, like you said, and just telling the real deal Holyfield.
Yeah, because I feel like I have to do it because if I don't, like, I feel like it's not going to, you know what I'm saying? It's like going to go somewhere else. Like, I feel like I got a weight on my shoulder. Like, when it comes to, like, where I'm from, like, a lot of people, they look up to me that, you know what I'm saying? So I got to show them a better way. Like, even though we come from somewhere, like, you go outside, gang banging, drugs, like, man, there's a different way to get it, man. Yeah. Like, people think it's lame to have a job. Man, that ain't lame. It's lame to be at home smoking and drinking all day, being broke. And asking a girl for money to go buy you a pack of cigarettes, that's lame. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, you know what I'm saying?
Go out there, get a job. Go, you know what I'm saying? Do something. It don't matter if you working at Whataburger or McDonald's, as long as you're getting a check, man. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to prove that you're a trapper. Look where look where we from. You ain't got to prove nothing, man.
Yeah.
Already. You know what I'm saying?
And that's a real humbling answer too, man. Because a lot of people they just show up for it and
you
they
gotta say, I'm a trapper. I'm this and this
Yeah.
and that. I'm stepping on shit. I'm spinning and I'm doing this and this and that. know what I'm saying? You don't got to do that.
But then
'cause you
also-
already know, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, also a lot of people don't look at it when it comes to like the whole situation of like they don't tell both sides of the card. Somebody is gonna be over here, they doing something, and it's like, hey, like, you know, you could sell crack, you know, you can go in and talk about cooking it.
If you really
selling
have
it,
to, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But then a lot of people don't really say, hey, man, you're really, you know what I'm saying? You're trying to make your money, but also you're destroying other people's lives, and then your family, you get caught up, you know, and the drug laws to me are just insane, bro. That minimum, whatever the fuck they got going, you mean to tell me like a child molester could fucking get more time than a motherfucker that sells drugs, you know?
Boy.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And it's like
a child molester could get out before a drug dealer.
yeah,
Like,
and all you was trying to do is just
feed
make
your family,
the money
like,
that
you know
you
what I'm
that you knew. That's all the hood seen, you know. Especially in the '04.
Either that or
one
get
way in,
kicked
one
out.
way out. The best trap spot in Austin is the '04 Murder Side. You know what I'm saying? I used to go up in there and chill. My boy Big Chris, he used to be out there staying in the '04, and it's like, and I knew 4-5 bros, you know, from Ramble Street.
As a kid, I was that little 4-5 kid around all the 04 boys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I used to, like to this day, I think the reason I rep 4-5 so hard is because I was around nothing but 04 people in Southridge all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like they were all my homeboys, man. Because I went to Porter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know all the Southridge boys. We used to skip school. We used to go through the forest. You know what I'm saying? Take that little bad pathway back to Southridge to the ridge.
Man, there'd be bums back there. We'd be like, what the hell?
Jump out on you.
And be like, man, where y'all boys supposed to be in school? But go give me a
I think that's why I read 4-5 so hard, because I used to be around nothing but 04 boys, and I used to always have to get it out there, man.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. And
But
04
that ain't nothing. Ain't nothing like back in the gap, like you saying. Because I remember meeting boys from the 4-5. They were from Ramble Street, Ramble Street Locos. But I'm talking about some fucking crazy ass shit, bro. Like back
them
then,
boys over there from Cougar too. You know what I'm saying?
Cougars, man, and that's what I'm saying.
Man, that was a spot right there.
I know, but off of Rose Hill too, right there, right on the other side of Crockett. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Rose Hill.
And then oh boy, I know you remember old boy Too Sweet out there. Man, it's just so crazy, bro, how life ended up. You know what I'm saying? And it's still going, you know. And being able to come in and just sit down with y'all two boys again and just bring it back to what we know from the roots, from how you were born and grown.
Yeah, our class of rappers, like when I came out in Austin, like we got some real ones out there, man. Like Tone was talking about some real shit early on, you know what I'm saying? Dirty always been talking about some real shit, you know what I'm saying? Gerald G was talking about some real ass shit. Serge been talking about some real shit, you know what I'm saying? So we had people out there, you know what I'm saying, putting that.
It's like Intense Entertainment, or what's his name? He was oh man, bro.
I know with Eli 44 was
Eli
still
44
intense,
when
you know what
he was out there, and then what's that dude that
Eli had that real shit too.
Old boy that got busted at the Source Awards. What's his name, bro? Me and my boy were talking with Dirty too, man. And it's like there was some rappers that could have came and like literally, but then they got caught up because they were pushing some shit. And it's like once you get to a certain point,
you gotta let that go.
Yeah, and it's
once you make enough money, like.
Yeah, you gotta cut ties.
Stay in that lane where you making the money at. You know what I'm saying?
That's how I always got caught up, trying to mix the two, music and the streets. Ended up.
And then that's what happens, bro. And then it's like they take away your voice. You know, your voice gets taken, and you sitting there and you just behind the cell, but you still writing. But it ain't like you out there like you should be. You know, and that I feel like that a lot of the time when it comes to things like that, it's like they take you away, and it's getting caught up in that system, and it is hard to shake, you know, because people just don't understand, like, what gets involved.
Can y'all write when y'all are in prison or in jail?
Man,
I've only been in county, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I know in county I used to go in and I used to freestyle and shit.
I could write in there, man. Like,
oh, yeah, I write. Yeah. That's like,
that's an outlet.
That's like therapy to me in there. Like,
it's the only way to escape.
Yeah.
Because some writers only, you got to go get it inspired, like go do things to, you know what I'm saying, do things in your life to write about. You know what I'm saying? Being stagnant and just sitting.
That's what I'm saying.
You'll be closed off. Like,
I find it hard to get inspired just sitting there.
you feel me?
So I'm like, man.
But that's why a lot of artists, you know what I'm saying, kind of take off between projects.
And then, like in the feds, they give you MP3 players, so you can listen to music, download. You go on the computer and download music.
Get you some instrumentals and go back to the.
But it's different nowadays, man. Because I was in there and I was like, man, I went and they were like, you got an iPad. And somebody had an iPad and they were watching movies and shit.
Yeah, everybody got
I was like, this ain't the jail that I know. The jail that I know, bro, you 3 hots in a cot, bro. One time I went into motherfucking downtown Austin, got pepper spray, bro, and I was trying to wash my face off. I walked in that bitch and I was like, hell nah. You gonna get fucking hepatitis in that bitch, you know what I'm saying? They didn't have nothing like that, bro. But it's just crazy, man. If you don't keep on going with what your outlet in life is, you might just get stuck somewhere, you know, especially when somebody sees like, oh man, we could get this money like this, but then it's fuel this other side, and then it's like, damn, you know, you get caught up now where you at, you know what I'm saying? So it's just crazy how everything runs, and that's just life though, you know.
You gonna go through some things, and like that's what life is. You just gotta find out where your path is.
Man, y'all got any kids?
I don't got no kids.
Me neither.
No. Oh, what?
I got no kids either. I got
Y'all boys really out here with the tapes, boy. Y'all pushing it on the road, man. They like, hey, we finna go out of town, man.
I gotta be honest, man. I like women too much. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
like, I
can't just
I
chill.
couldn't just settle down when I was young. You know, I'm settled down now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No doubt.
I could have settled down early on, man. I was like, man, I like women too much, man. Shit.
Because you know what I'm saying? I was going to ask, like, I know, because, you know, a lot of men, we out here working and we do everything for our kids. I was like, so what you do it for?
Shit, my nieces, my nephews.
All right, the family, though.
Yeah, my family, my mama, like, all my family, anybody need anything, and I got it, you got it too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's what's up, man. But that's what you really got to do it for. Is like you doing it for yourself, your therapy and stuff. But then you go out there and then you like you see the family. I mean, shit. I seen like yo shit. Those tres caguamas. I remember when you started with the back in the Gap. My favorite song was that horchata mixed with Hennessy.
Oh, yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Hennessy
and horchata. You know, and that had me sipping some Hennessy and horchata. That was
man. I didn't want to. I give you the real deal on that song. I didn't even want to do that song at first. I had to be talked into doing that song, man.
No shit. And oh boy, that you got
because
on.
What I used to do all the time is I used to post a cup of horchata all the time on Facebook, on Instagram, and people started fucking with me. They were like, "Yo, to make a song about that shit, because you be talking about that shit all the time."
That's a song you did, man. I be showing it to my coworkers.
The Hennessy no horchata.
No, it was Perros Callejeros or something.
Oh, Perro Callejero.
Yeah, they were like, "Who is that?" I was like, "Man, that's my homie right there."
Yeah, motherfucker was hard too.
Oh yeah, they be like, "Man, that's my homie."
I got all the kids in town on that. Okay, like Hennessy and horchata. I didn't want to do it because I thought it was gonna be like I think it was like a joke. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was like, get the fuck out of here! I ain't even make a song about horchata, man. And then I went to my homeboy Franchise's house, right?
Yeah.
Franchise is black, you know what I'm saying?
That's the one you did the song with, right?
Yeah, Franchise is a known battle rapper from here in Austin, too, you know what I'm saying? So Franchise, I'm at Fran's house and we're chilling. He's like, "Oh, you fuck with horchata, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "I got some in the fridge." I'm like, "What the fuck? You drink that shit too?" He's like, "Yeah." So boom, we pull some out. We're drinking it. We started asking each other, we ever tried it with alcohol. I'm like, "Man, my homegirl just sent me this picture from California where they like, you know how they do the margaritas with the beer in it?"
Yeah.
So it was like a cup, but with horchata, and it had like a little airplane Hennessy bottles in it, tipped in it.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh shit, that shit might taste good." I was like, because the cognac is smooth, you know what I'm saying? I was like, with the horchata being sweet, I was like, it might not be that bad, you know what I'm saying? And I showed it to him. He's like, "Man, this shit sounds like a song."
Yeah.
He's like,
Franchise been like
horchata
that.
sounds like a song. Boom, he just starts coming up with the hook. I'm like,
Franchise.
at the time I was listening to a lot of Juicy J. Yeah, Juicy J used to have them repetitive ass hooks, you know what I'm saying? Just say the same shit. I was fucking around. I was like, what the fuck are we gonna say? Hennessy and horchata, Hennessy and horchata.
That's
They're
it.
Like, yeah. I'm like, get the
You know
fuck
what? But
outta
what's
here,
crazy? What's crazy is because
Most of the time,
Franchise
that's
been
how it
like
happen,
that.
though.
Franchise been like that because I did a song. I told him, I said, "Man, I got this shit that I want to talk about. It's like sabrosura, right?" Shout out to Franchise because I know you remember. It
He
was
loves
like
Spanish
it
culture.
was
He
like
loves Spanish
sabrosura,
culture.
senorita. Let me holler for a second. Nah, we ain't tripping. We just trying to get your naked big butts and big breasts, and they showed her get molested.
Ran.
That shit was dope, bro. And I was like, franchise got that shit. You know what I'm saying? He dope with that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, friend loves Spanish culture, man. I call him Francisco.
Yeah.
I call him Francisco. You know what I'm saying? Because he loves Spanish culture. Shout out to Fran, man. That's 4-5 in the house all day. You know what I'm saying? Southside.
Yeah, man, and that's crazy, bro. But that's what I remember about Corona. You know what I'm saying? And then Serge, he's always been that type of innovator to be like bring in 04, like and represent the hood like that. You know what I'm saying?
I want people to see like the real hood, like you know what I'm saying, like what it is to live over here. Like, you know, a lot of people like glorify like being from the hood. Like when you really live there and like can't you asleep and got to wake up hearing ambulances and all that. Like, man, you be like, man, I don't know. It ain't the place to be at.
Yeah, it ain't the place to be.
Like,
but it is the place to be.
But it's like we want y'all to see, like, you know what I'm saying, where we come from, like, so y'all can know, like, what we go through.
For real.
Yeah, man, y'all was saying what we do it for, man. I got a song on my YouTube channel called I Do It featuring Tom Brigante and Dominican J, you know what I'm saying? And it got Surge in it too, you know what I'm saying? Surge got some cameo in the video, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, we got some dope shit.
I lived in the whole 04, man. I started off in South Ridge, you know what I'm saying? That's where I grew up since I was a little kid. And from there,
man,
Meadowbrook. That's where I.
So you went to Travis too, huh?
You know, Worm?
No, I went to Bowie.
Oh, you went to Bowie?
Yeah, from Meadowbrook. That was our school district,
What?
Bowie. Yeah, everybody from
from
Meadowbrook.
Bowie?
Yeah, we
Bowie.
woke up early in the morning to catch the bus to go all the way to
God
Bowie.
damn, that boy was up at like 5 in the morning and shit.
Man, yeah. And then I was extra up early because back then I was putting Stay Flow on my shit. You know what I'm saying?
Like, keep them creased.
That's how it was. That's how it was way in South Austin where I stayed at when I went to ALC.
And they knew when we pulled up.
I used to be the first person they picked up.
ALC, man.
For like an hour.
Officer Barnes was in that bitch. Man, it'd be like, man, I hated ALC, but man,
I got kicked out of Bowie, and then I started going to Travis. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and Travis had them back little wood areas too. Everyone used to go to, bro, and it's crazy, man. But you know, even Del Valley, bro, going out there in Del Valley, I've been to a lot of schools, bro, and it's like, cause I couldn't stay in one, cause I would always get into some shit. Get kicked out, and then it was like they wouldn't even allow me to be there, and it was like, damn, now here goes ALC again, dog. White turkey. I saved my mom a lot of money.
I used to get sent to ALC for whole semesters, bro. Like I remember me, Serge, and Pete one day we held this kid down and we whooped his ass with a belt, and I was the one who popped his ass twice in front of the teacher. You know what I'm saying? In the middle of the highway.
Peter Sparza?
Yeah, me, Peter Sparza, and Sergio Silva. Yeah, my Ramble Street homies. You know what I'm saying? Like
shout out Ramble
Street in the house. You know what I'm saying? But we whipped his ass, and we literally whipped his ass with a belt. They sent our ass for a whole semester to fucking ALC. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's crazy, man. But yeah, I saved my mom a lot of money, man. It was just white T-shirts and blue jeans, and that was it, bro. And man, it's just crazy, man. Back then I
went to ALC before they even had a dress code. And when they had the dress code.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but before they had the dress code.
I've been there.
Yeah, what was that in the 90s?
This
Late
is like
90s?
probably like 96, 97, I want to say, bro. You know what I'm
97.
saying? It's like 96, 97, but they still had the metal detector. You still had to fucking take your shoes off. They used to fucking check our mouths for dice and all kinds of
I
shit.
remember when they used to give me my work in class, I was like, this is work. This is like elementary work.
They would give you some real ass, like some first grade.
Simple ass shit.
It was like some first grade shit, dog. Like 2 + 2. Oh, motherfucker. Like, y'all really. And then they sat us across the street and let us look at fucking ACC like, y'all ain't ever going to be there.
Man, like,
you know? And that's how they do it, bro. And it's like, man, once you caught up in that system, it's like, fuck, how do we get out of it?
Yeah, man, why they want us to come to this school and they going to give us this work? That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, we in trouble and y'all teaching us, man. Hey, y'all wrong for that. We were smarter than that. We just got in trouble, goddamn. You know what I'm saying?
I'll tell y'all some crazy shit. So later on in life, around let's say about 20 years old, like 2 years out of high school, right? Me and my boy Jerry Vasquez. Me and Jerry Vasquez are on some acid, right? We're tripping on some acid, and we're watching TV. We're flipping. Y'all remember Public Access?
Yeah.
Remember Channel 10 and shit?
Yeah.
I remember when Alex Jones was on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alex
Yeah.
Jones.
Okay, so
yeah.
now that would be what he became, right? Okay, back when he was still on the Public Access channel,
InfoWars.
we're on it, right? And we're flipping channels. Boom, fucking Alex Jones outside of Porter, bro. He's outside of the gate and he's yelling at the fucking teachers. He's like, are you proud to work at this school? This is like coming to a prison. Like you got these kids behind cages and behind all this crazy shit, bro. And we're on the acid tripping. I'm like, dog, is that fucking Alex Jones at Porter, bro? Like,
and then you see kids in the background with fucking hands behind their back walking in the line.
Getting taken in.
It was some crazy shit.
That's crazy, bro. Hey, man, that is crazy, man. It's just like, to me, that's what I thought when I went to Porter. I was like, what the fuck? And I don't know what happened. I think it was somebody robbed a bank or
there used to be a bank at the corner.
They tried to run into the school.
And they tried to run into the schoolhouse when they robbed it. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So to them, they were really trying to just keep people out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we looked at it like CeeLo said, you know what I'm saying? Like, are they trying to keep people out or they trying to keep us in this motherfucker? You know what I'm saying? Like,
and it's true.
Which is it?
It's true, bro, because I remember when I first went there, I was like, damn, what the fuck? Them fucking gates were like 10, 15 foot tall gates with barbed wire fences.
And they would lock in the morning. That was the crazier even shit to me. The bitches would lock and only the staff had keys to them bitches.
That's crazy.
Or if you wanted to leave, I mean, you
it was
weren't
either
coming
the
back
front
in.
doors, the very front doors that were by the office, you know what I'm saying? Or you had to run out the back to the football field, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it was its own
Porter's
way
still
out.
open.
It's Ann Richards. They
it's
knocked
Ann
the
Richards.
fence down. They knocked the fence down. They were like,
they knocked everything down now. It's all remade. It's all remade.
They knocked down the whole school.
Before they had just they had moved into the building, to the old building, but now they knocked the whole building down. So the building actually sits where the football field used to be at.
What's it, a girls' school?
Yeah, it's an all girls
Ann
school.
Richards.
Ann Richards. Shit, my ex,
I heard it's a pretty good
sister,
school.
my ex, her
Yeah, it
sister
is.
actually, my ex's sister actually went to University of Virginia from a scholarship from Ann Richards. And it's crazy how everything changes, bro. It's like you see it now, and they see opportunity. We saw it as like, what the fuck?
I remember they used to try to make fun of us. They used to be like, oh, y'all go to PMS because of the PMS. They used to be like, bitch, Porter, maximum security.
That's like better check these nuts. The motherfuckers over there better check these nuts, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy, man, because it's like you had a big old melting pot, you know, and that's how the schools really be, man. And or here in Austin, at least from what I remember, and you know, it wasn't no Westlake type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I got one more question about the music, you know what I'm saying, before we start to wrap it up, you know what I'm saying? But what you like better, in the booth or do you like performing on stage?
I like the booth. I ain't gonna lie. But I still perform. I like performing, but I like the booth.
You like the booth?
I feel like I could be myself more in the booth.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
What about you, Big Guy?
I don't think either one, man. Like, I'm uncomfortable in both settings. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm on
I
YouTube.
like better. I like better when you take my shit home and you listen to it on your own time and you
Okay.
learn to like it. You know what I'm saying?
I
And
see
when
what
you
you're
finally get it, if you're gonna like it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I feel that that's how it happens. I don't feel like putting you on the spot and like boom, you know what I'm saying? Like performing in front of you, you're just gonna take a liking to my shit. You might respect my shit or just my aura or whatever, but
you do it for
But
your
that's-
fans
but-
too, though.
but performing-
I mean, I perform. Don't get me wrong. I'm a performer. You know what I'm saying? I very much perform. I performed South by Southwest. I performed all over the city. You know what I'm saying? Some of the most like fucking looked at venues. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I performed. I love it. You know what I'm saying? I recording the process and all that shit is cool, but I like it better when I'm just uncomfortable in both. You know what I'm saying? Because like I don't like
That's
people
cool.
just staring
Yeah,
at
that's
me
cool
and shit.
too.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Performing is a big part though of music too, though.
It is.
Like I had to learn that because I was like, man,
Bust the rhymes, man.
Yeah.
Well, we gonna bust some rhymes here in a minute or what? Before we on the outro, y'all want to try to get on the freestyle, something written or something?
I'll fuck with you on some freestyle. Fuck it.
Fuck
If it's
it.
gonna be
Let's-
recorded,
let's-
fuck it. I ain't
I told you
freestyled in
I
a
should've-
goddamn long
Ready?
time.
You
Shit.
got that? If you got it, whatever you got, man. What we
Shit.
got, Maestro? We got something?
I got something. Let me
You
see
want
if
to take
I
it
got
out
something.
on a break?
But
Yeah, we'll take it on a break real quick. and
But
we'll come back.
hold on. We're gonna
the
wrap
vibe is
up.
the vibe.
Let's wrap up with this.
Hey,
and then
well,
we're gonna
yeah,
come
okay.
back,
Before
you know
we
what I'm saying?
hop out, man, go ahead and shout out your Instagram, Facebook, however anybody could find you. You know what I'm saying, and let them know. Tap in.
yeah, you could find me on Facebook. Search Too Real. Instagram, I think it's SurgeC78704. YouTube, just search my name, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, all that.
All major platforms.
Yeah.
Keith Corona like the beer, you know what I'm saying? Keith like Keith Sweat. Live from 78745, you know what I'm saying? YouTube, Instagram, you know what I'm saying? Facebook. It's all there, man. We got a shitload of content on there, you know what I'm saying? Shit here in the United States, shit in Mexico, in English, and Spanish, and Spanglish, and both, you know what I'm saying? Back and forth. We got it all, man. So go check us out, you know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. That's what's up. Let's get us on the outro road, man. Y'all sat down with some real motherfuckers right here, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Always like and subscribe. ColmeneroBros.com. Hit them with the outro, Maestro.
You know what I'm saying? We got Kinfolk came through today, you know what I'm saying? We got the Ghetto Scholar. We wanna thank him over there on the ones and twos, you know what I'm saying, pushing them and getting everything set.
That boy was hitting number 3 just to get him on. He wasn't talking, but he was like, let me get on the camera real quick.
For real, like, yeah.
Well, you already know it's the Ghetto Scholar. You can reach me at Instagram, DA_Ghetto_Scholar. That's where I'm at. That's with the ER, not with the AR.
Okay. But I got the AR in the CAR. Y'all didn't get that.
Do you? Do you? But do you?
Y'all didn't get that.
Oh, he ready.
But
Bars.
but bars. But I do got a Chinese Noriko inside. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, but man, this has been a great interview, man. Surge, too real. You know what I'm saying? Keep Corona.
Yeah, thank you, man. God bless y'all with all y'all's endeavors, man.
For sure.
And on the
Hey,
cool.
likewise, man. Likewise.
I appreciate y'all having us on here, too.
y'all,
man.
brothers.
Yeah. Hey, what y'all, before we on the outro, what y'all think about this setup, man? Everything good with y'all?
Dope, man.
nice.
Yeah, hell yeah. Y'all got some good shit going, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, get y'all a shtick. You know what I'm saying? Like, get y'all's thing. That's y'all that separates y'all from the rest. You know what I'm
Everybody,
saying?
It's real
Like,
professional,
look
too,
for something,
like,
you know what I'm saying?
good,
Add
you
one
know
or
what
two
I'm
things
saying?
into y'all
Thanks.
shit, and y'all
Appreciate
only
you,
keep
dog.
bettering. You know what I'm saying?
already.
Like,
That's what's up.
y'all doing good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, appreciate that.
Day
Wise
by day.
words from a wise man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Let
On the outro, baby.
Let's go, man.
Colmenero Bros, y'all tune in next week.
Who we got?
Man, we got a full calendar. That's all I know.
Already,
You know
man.
what I'm
We'll
saying?
be back at y'all, man. Catch up with us later.